Hey everybody, this is Jack. It's Saturday, June 10th, 2017, and I haven't watched the last Comey hearing, but I did read a couple of articles, and lo and behold, what did I tell you? He leaked. Now, it's funny because I'm reading a lot of spin going on with this where they're saying, oh, he's such an honest person that he was willing to admit that he leaked. Okay, no, that's not what's going on here. Okay, first of all, everybody thought that he would never do such a thing, and he did. He admitted to it. I told you that he would have done it, and he did it. Bada bing, bada fucking boom. Part two, there's a reason why he's doing that. Let's face it, he wants to manipulate you. Once again, he tried to manipulate the press. He's admitted to a piece of that. That's just one thing. For every rat that you see, there's 1,000 you don't. Remember that. So if he admits to doing it once, it's happened a lot more than once. First and foremost, it's very rare that something just happens one time, especially of that extraordinary extent for his position and everything like that. That is just some serious shit right there. Okay? Now, he wants to be manipulative. Think about it. Because let's play human emotions. What's being said? Oh, he's willing to admit his mistakes. That means he's honest. Do you honestly think that that's what that means? Anybody with a genius mind is going to sit there and go, gee, if I admit to something that doesn't seem so bad, and I put a spin on it like, hey, maybe I can get everybody in on this to think, this was my last resort. What else could I do? That way, in case he gets busted for that one, maybe that was the one he didn't cover so well. I don't know. I don't have my clearances to investigate this, but if I did, okay, if I just admit to one thing, then maybe people will go, oh, look, he's human. He's, let's be understanding about this. This has to be what happened here. Once again, the guy is leaking confidential information. Do we need to say anything else? I'm trying to tell you, this is serious. And everybody's trying to spin it, or a lot of people, and I'm a Democrat. I am a flamin' liberal Democrat, okay? But I'm here to tell you, y'all are in the wrong on this one. I want you to think, because he is an intelligence officer. Think about for 5 seconds everything you've ever said about Vladimir Putin. He is a former intelligence officer, blah, 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 blah. He knows how to manipulate people, blah, 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 blah. And you guys analyze the shit out of Putin, which you should do. But you guys, if this was Vladimir Putin, you would say right now without a shadow of a doubt that this was manipulation. Think about it. Don't be narrow-minded and ethnocentric in this own little bubble way, okay? Let me tell you right now, if this was anybody else, you would say, I don't fucking think so. This is manipulation. This is a manipulative tool. To go reach out and say, I did this, to admit to a crime but not to admit to all of your crimes is a manipulative tool, okay? One, in case you ever get busted in the future, things will be a little easier because people won't be surprised. So that should tell you to keep hunting, part one. Part two, because then it makes him look human and relatable and understandable, and who would ever testify in front of everybody that they committed a crime? Who would ever do that unless they're innocent? That is exactly what geniuses do. They admit to the crime. They admit to the crime so that they can play on your emotions, so that they can spin it another direction, which tells you that it is much deeper than anybody ever expected and much worse if you're going to ask me. Now remember, I'm telling you, I was the one who told you, everybody. I told all y'all, that Comey leaked shit. I told y'all, and now he's admitting to a piece of it. And nobody would believe that shit. So, are we going to believe Comey, who has leaked things, or are we going to keep going down this bunny hole and find where else it leads us? Because I'm telling you right now, you're going to find it if you just keep looking into that guy, because that is where it all went south, okay? I did not have great appreciation for Comey before Trump ever became president. And I don't even remember what the hell it was now. I'd have to go back and look at all of my notes. But probably over a year and a half ago, there was shit he was saying and stuff that was going on that was just striking me as wrong. And it still did. And you know what? Here we are. And he admitted to it. I told you. That's all I got to say about it. I told you. So, since I have yet to be wrong on these issues, which I have not, I suggest you keep going down that bunny trail. It's nothing personal. It's just, here is the evidence. Here is what's going on. Now he's admitting to it. That is like the most overt thing ever to me as like the big flashing lights to go off and say, oh my God, don't stop investigating him. Because remember something, and this isn't just for somebody who admits to something, because there's lots of people who admit to things that are innocent. But if you look at his track record, I have a migraine, for manipulating everybody from the jump, manipulating the Russian scandal, manipulating the whole thing, okay? He is just adding what I would say coal to the fire of what I'm trying to say. He is adding to it with that statement. It's just with that, with his admission on top of everything else, it's all fallen into place. And this is the thing. I just lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. Let me tell you what. This is why you don't get migraines and talk about, politics and investigations and oh my God. But I feel like it's important, so I want to say something now because now is the time. If I write this when I don't have a migraine, we could be waiting a while. So I need to say something about it now. What was I going to say? Hold on, give me a second. Oh yes, think about it. Most criminals that get caught try to do things in secret and they get caught, okay, because they're trying to go throughout. People are looking for what's hidden, okay? When you really want to get away with something, what do? You do it straight in the open. Nobody's looking for that. You break into somebody's house during the day because nobody's expecting somebody who shouldn't be there to be out in the middle of the day. That's what criminals do who really want to get away with it. What do you do when you want to go, do whatever you want to do, anything criminal? You do it right in front of somebody's face. Nobody's going to notice that. They're going to just find some sort of logical excuse to explain the illogical thing that they're seeing. And that is what Comey, the intelligence agent, or FBI agent, whatever, is counting on. That's a big difference, so I don't want to mess that up. Although we do say FBI intelligence, but anyways, let's not start that battle. But that's what he's counting on, okay? He is counting on you to do the human thing and try to put something logical where it is illogical. It is illogical that an FBI director is leaking memos. It is illogical. Illogical, hands down, flat out illogical. Not acceptable, not at all. He had everybody's information at the tip of his fingers, and he did that, and he admitted to it. He admitted to it for a reason, because he knows that the hammer is coming. You need to keep looking. And I'm telling you, it's like, I voted, go check my voting record. I voted for Hillary Clinton, okay? But I'm telling you right now, something shady is afoot. And I told you Comey is deep in it. He leaked it. He leaked it. He had personal contact with the president, and he's leaking this shit. You should be outraged. I'm outraged, okay? I'm a Democrat, and I'm outraged. I didn't like him from the jump, and I'm still outraged. Now he's admitting to it. He's doing that as a power play. He is hoping to manipulate you because A, you may find more stuff, and B, he's still trying to frame the situation against Trump. And he's trying to get himself off the hook. He'll frame whoever he can frame to get himself off the hook, because trust me, if you can find those files that I'm sure he's tried to fry, it's there. But I bet you there's some witnesses too, because that's always how this goes down. So, if you're going to ask me, keep looking. I say, this is like crazy. This is like hot potato. It's about to pop. You know what I'm saying? We're that close to solving this thing. That's why he's admitting to it. That's like his last stretch of a play of manipulation before he gets severely busted for whatever it is he did. So, Robert Mueller, if you're listening to this, don't stop looking down that rabbit hole, because I can guarantee you're going to find something just based off of this evidence right here. It's just coming and coming and coming. You cannot look at Comey's behavior with any form of any sort of psychology, any sort of background in psychology, and not see this shit. Okay, I have a minor in psych. Ultimately, one day I'm going to get a doctorate in psychology, but I'm telling you right now, you cannot look at this shit and not see it. You have to turn a blind eye, and you have to do what humans like to do. Good people like to try to explain unexplainable behavior. You cannot do that. You have to look at unexplainable behavior and look for the explanation. And the explanation is he is up to no good, or was up to no good, and still is up to no good. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So, look for it. You're going to find it. I know everybody's like, oh, why does Trump feel vindicated? Sorry, migraine. Why does Trump feel vindicated? Blah, 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 blah. You know, he should feel vindicated, because seriously, this has been a long battle. And I've told you guys, Comey's in on that Russia shit, and I'm sure that that stuff's got to do with some other stuff. I ain't gonna go on record out loud and say it, but I think y'all know what I'm hinting at, and I think you need to start looking into that. Seriously, there's a lot of international issues at hand, and you just had the FBI director admit to leaking memos with the president. Wake up, America. You kicked the right guy out of office, Trump. Well done. Well done. You should feel vindicated for this. Seriously. And the rest of the stuff, the truth will come out. Just stay cool, stay patient, whatever it is. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a few things I think where I'm not going to go into my Trump-Russia thing. I think I've done that before. There's a few things I think that make Trump look interestingly, maybe shady. But I don't think it's what people are thinking. I don't think it's the severity of if he is at all. Either that or maybe Trump was being... as the intelligence agency, CIA Director John Brennan had said, uh-oh, my battery is low. He did not say that. But my battery is low, so hold on. But as he said before, Russia will tend to use people knowingly or unknowingly. And perhaps that may have been the case. Although there are some things that make me question otherwise. But I do think that unknowingly is definitely not up for debate. I think we can all agree with that. Knowingly is what's still up for debate. I don't know if we could ever solve that. But, and I honestly think if it had to do with anything, it probably had to do with sanctions. That's what I think. But I think there's a lot of deeper stuff that was going on. And that stuff, I think, had to do with Comey. So I think we canned the right guy. But I think we need to start looking into who he's talking to, who he's been talking to, because he admitted he leaked it to a friend. I told you guys before, you follow Comey, you follow who he's talking to, you're going to find it. You're going to find it. There is no way. If you guys opened up an investigation and got yourselves a search warrant, which you should do, to go through all of his private technology and every fucking thing else, I bet you're going to find everything. If not most of it. But anyways, keep going. Trump, you should feel vindicated for this because it does prove where the leaks were coming from. We had narrowed that down so many times when there's only 4 people in a room and Comey is one of them and the shit leaks. I'm telling you, it's him. There's just, come on. You know what I mean? And the guy's already admitted it to one case of it. For every one thing you see, there's 1,000 you don't. He ain't going to admit to that other stuff. He knows what that means. But he's going to admit to the thing to try to manipulate your emotions, to let him off the hook. Come on, guys. You're almost there. Mueller, hunt it down because you're going to find it. Anyways, this is Jack. I just wanted to throw in my, 25 cents worth of crap. And best of luck to anybody who's investigating this. I'm excited because this thing's almost going to come to a close, and then that would be great. We need to wrap this up for the safety of our country, and honestly, seriously, and we need people who are in the intelligence community, whether it be FBI, CIA, whatever, you guys got to be honest. That's the thing, and you cannot be manipulating people or frying the documents, shredding the documents, lying, all of this, and on it goes. Okay, so we got the right guy out of office. That's clear to me, evidently. And everybody should be in an uproar that this even happened at all, and that he admitted to that at all. I can't believe it took me till today to get the report that happened, which is kind of crazy. So I know nobody wants to talk about it, but we need to talk about it. That guy's out. Thank God for it. Good call on Trump's part. I would have done it the first day in office. First day he would have been out of there. So Trump has way more patience than me. And I'm a Democrat. Seriously. So I'm just telling you right now, he would have been history from day one. We got the right guy out, but keep following that trail. Seriously. Because if anything points to where to go look, it's that right there. Don't let it manipulate your emotions. Thank you very much. And I will stop talking now. Bye, guys.